I mean, I still don't know what I'm going to do.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Ruckus Entertainment and Variety. I got Josh, I got Tvshka, but more importantly, USA,
USA, USA,
USA.
Heck yeah, dude, all fucking tournament, baby. They did awesome. Good job, girls. Killed it.
Glad my favorite girl got one more championship before she hung up the cleats.
I mean, not all of this tournament. We did have that one loss to Mexico, but we're not mentioning that today because we won.
Didn't happen.
It didn't happen, obviously not.
We laugh last. That's all that matters.
Yes,
True.
yes. We had adversity and we came back.
Mm-hmm.
And what better story than that? But Josh, how you doing?
I'm doing great, other than some bracket situations. But USA won, and that's all that matters. Alex Morgan got another a nugget to her awesome legacy that is a Hall of Fame career.
2 yellow cards?
Get kicked out of Disney, whatever you want to bring it up. It's fine. It's an actual thing. She did that. But she also has won World Cups, gold medals, and now the first CONCACAF, correct?
Yes.
Women's tournament. So
Women's Gold Cup.
Women's Gold Cup. Thank you. So it's another notch of her illustrious career that I was glad to be a part of. I'll say that.
Tvshka, I wonder if Josh likes Alex Morgan, and how are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, that's news to me. I didn't know that. No, I'm doing good. I'm glad to be back with you guys. It feels like forever. Unfortunately, have taking care of some family stuff. But you guys did awesome carrying the torch, and I love to see Josh cry, even if I'm just hanging out in the chat. But I'm doing great. I'm a little bit worried about my girl, Sophia Smith, because looked like maybe they had a little bit of a non-contact injury. Hopefully you got some updates on that, because I actually didn't do any research for this at all. So we're going blind and maybe a little bit tipsy.
Yeah, so far we have not gotten any updates on that. The next update we'll probably get is from the Portland Thorns, which is her club team. Yeah. And so we don't know anything until we know anything, but hopefully it's nothing.
Yeah, praying for that. Praying for health.
But if you couldn't tell by our chanting of USA, the US beat Brazil 1-0, and it was a little shifty of a game. Brazil is a good team, and we played well, and then there was times when we weren't playing well, but our defense is solid, Alyssa Nair is solid, and we got that goal by our captain, Lindsey Horan, heading it in. And my favorite thing is probably one of the most exciting moments for Lindsey Horan is whenever she scores a goal with her head. But when you see the pictures of it, like, it looks like the worst thing just happened to her, because it's her face, like, literally with a ball, like. But that's like the happiest moment of her life.
Yeah, looking like Jake Paul, who was about to get punched right in the face by Mike Tyson. It's probably going to look similar to him.
But let's watch this goal, because I'm happy about it.
Oh yeah, it's great. Let me press some buttons. I gotta press buttons. Sure.
Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
Right.
First two. Keeps on going. Rodman, right flank.
And the best part about the Trinity Rodman keeping this in.
Dude, right?
Keeps it in.
Like, I'm watching this live. My heart was racing. I'm like, Curl, what are you doing? Like, come on.
And you got a nice cross in there by Emily Fox. And boom.
Yes. So good.
The United States lead.
And she's so tired. She's like, I'm a jog. I'm a barely
even jump. She's like,
Because typically she runs. She does a nice jump. That girl tired.
So it's a good ball movement. I mean, it's so good we got to watch it twice. Plus, this is the only score. So.
Fox serves it
and the goalie, I mean, maybe just wasn't as observant. I mean, it seemed like the goalie.
That old school basketball tactic too. Of she tried to like the Brazil player did not blocks her out. So you got to find man on man, woman on woman, however you want to say it. For that, and then Tvshka, you were saying before my voice decided to cut you off like an asshole.
No, I mean, it looked. I'm just sorry, it's not a good term. It just looked like a little bit of lethargic or a little bit of lazy, goaltending as far as for the goalie. Look, and I'm not a soccer player, so I know they're the cream of the crop, but at the same time, it just seems like the placement. I mean, being right next to the goal. I mean, I know we talked about. With the U.S. goalie, I mean, we're talking about cheating on that goal side, and sometimes getting a little bit of flack for being too close to it, and that's why is because just wasn't able to make the adjustment. Hey, that's right. It's in our favor. Suck it.
Yeah.
And Lindsey Horan said post-match interview that she was giving credit to Rodman. She was giving credit to Emily Fox, but then she also gave credit to Alex Morgan. She goes, because I yelled, I'm going for that ball, and Alex got out of her way. And that's another good thing is not getting in your goal scorer's way. Mm-hmm. Like if someone's like, hey, it's the same like in baseball you have where like if you say I have the ball, everyone leaves you alone, you catch that ball, but you better catch that fucking ball.
Yeah, exactly. Or if it's like a pickup softball game, then I'm going to be yelling at you like, yeah, I could have got there, even though I definitely wouldn't have.
And that's why Alex Morgan is the best. I'm just saying.
And so we got this beautiful picture here. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at them holding a trophy. But one of my favorite things in this picture, you got Lindsey Horan, our current captain, but you got Becky Sauerbrunn, our former captain, and who would have been our captain at the World Cup if she didn't get hurt right before the World Cup. And so then the torch was passed over to Lindsey. And Lindsey, in such a respectful way, pulls Becky forward because she's like recognizing former captain, like, you're going to be holding this trophy up with me. So let's roll to that clip.
Sauerbrunn, Morgan, surround.
Yeah, come forward.
Yeah.
The United States CONCACAF W Gold Cup winners. The trophy.
One thing I always think is like, oh, the cleanup afterwards.
Right? Yeah, the field crew.
Yeah.
I mean, all that. Do they take it to the recycling center? I mean, come on. Do we at least recycle those?
There's got to be a machine at this point.
Right.
Well, they vacuum them up, but what do they do? They just throw the trash? No.
I don't know.
And probably one of the most relatable moments that I've ever had with a pro athlete is in this next clip with Lindsey Horan.
I can't bet. I can't bet.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we definitely saw that
how old
in her celebration.
How old is she nowadays?
She's, I think she's 29.
Okay.
Yep.
But I was like, I feel that. I feel when you're like, I can't bend.
Yeah.
It's every TikTok, every meme you can think of like person in their 20s, person in their late 20s, at least 30. She's pretty much 30. So just people in their 30s, they're like, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and then after that insane monsoon of a game, I can't imagine how tired they are from that because, I mean, even just in a normal match, I mean, you're really putting your body to the test. But when you're slipping and sliding, you're working out a lot of different muscles that you never really would have to if you had friction or traction.
We like slip and slides as 10-year-olds, but when it comes to soccer, at 20-something years old, even in their 30s, it's not the best.
Dude, trampoline parks, great whenever you were in teenager. they will murder you if you're in your 30s. Here's the warning: if you got kids, maybe just play with them for a little bit, but pace yourself, y'all. Pace yourself out there, parents.
And we saw that extended cut from our last is of Lindsay sliding across the water, and that one. So she's probably feeling it. And we always we joke on the women's side that we're on knee watch, especially like under Blacko and Tvshka. And we've talked about the ACL and like the women's knees, but like she has tape on her knees every time she plays. So we're like, oh, we're on Lindsay knee watch. Make sure her knee's okay. But she wasn't the only one throwing confetti in the air. We got Charlie, which is Alex Morgan's daughter, joining in. Just cute.
Yeah, it's so cute.
It's so cute.
It's the greatest video you've shown so far. No bias.
And
little bit.
I don't know nothing about Alex Morgan. I know that she graduated from Cal and she was amazing. And then no, go ahead.
But we do have to go through some of the awards of the tournament, which not only do you have a winner, but there's individual awards, also team awards. So the U.S., we won the Fair Play Award, which means we got the least amount of yellows and or red cards in the tournament. So go USA. I saw we got this award and like Jenna Neiswanger was holding it, and I was like, "Is that what is that?" And then I realized, oh, it's the Fair Play Award. It was like, we're the nicest team, basically.
Well, Columbia definitely wasn't going to win it, so
no, definitely not. And then this one just makes sense.
Yeah,
best goalkeeper, the Golden Glove, Alyssa Nair.
I mean, if anything, just for the penalty kicks.
You're right.
Yeah. Or not
and
penalty
then,
kicks, but just shoot
is she
out.
going to be our goalkeeper going forward?
I don't know. Right now, it will take a lot to move her from the number one spot the way she was during this tournament. But yeah, we will see. And then Golden Boot, which means the top goal scorer was Adriana Leon from Canada, aka She Got Cake.
Yep.
You got the
golden cake of the tournament for sure.
No, she was great. I just want to talk. Every time I could jab a little bit at Canada, I'll do it.
Yeah, Canada sucks.
And then Jaden Shaw, best player, the Golden Ball, which deserved.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Oh, go ahead. And then we got Canada gets another award here, best young player, Olivia Smith, who's 19 years old. So got 2 for Canada, but the U.S. taking most of these individual extra awards. So go USA.
Wasn't Olivia Smith the one that you showed me that played for Chelsea? Or is that the Australian?
No. Sam Kerr. That's
okay. Sorry.
Who is much older.
I'm not aware of that, but I'm just I don't know.
And is an Aussie, oi, oi, oi.
Okay, that's right. As soon as I said the sentence, I was like, wait a minute. Nope, that's not right. She's Australian. She's not Canadian.
But are they ziggy zaggy, oi, oi, oi?
No, that's Irish.
Oh, it's Irish? Oh, okay. Well, I'm pretty sure that's just Man from the Man Show.
Right. I don't know. I'm aware of what you're going with, but I was just trying to go with nationality bit.
We got some photos and a video partying. So let's go to the video first of them. Just
there we go.
And this one's for you, Josh.
Yeah.
I didn't teach her how to chug like that.
Cheers.
I know she can.
All you do is win, no matter what. And then we got here. There's her pouring the champagne.
Mighty pour. That one is
Mighty
best pour. Honestly, best pour of all people.
Imagine drinking out of that.
That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, it would almost be as good as doing a beer luge off of the Super Bowl trophy. The luge party.
And then you have there's your other girl there, Trinity Robin.
She's pretty much gonna be my girl going forward because I know Alex is pretty close to hanging it up. So.
And we
the
got
enforcer of the team for sure.
I don't think that's even going into Sam Coffey's mouth.
No.
That's going.
No.
But I don't know if Lynn Williams can see with all of those glasses on.
She got a lot of glasses. She got an Inception going with those
Maybe
glasses.
she got a lot of eyes.
Yeah.
And then Crystal Dunn, my fave. She's always going to have the music, the party, the vibes.
Right?
And she is known as the best dancer of the team, and there she is, just breaking it down.
Go back to the previous one. Is that a dumbbell that's a speaker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, are they doing curls and like working out with those?
That's the new P90X these days, guys. You carry around the music and do curls with it.
Yeah.
Just Midge in the background there too. Just the funny thing is that there she is, Olivia Moultrie in the background. So last time that when the Portland Thorns won, I think she was like 16 years old, and so everyone was like drinking beer, and there was just pictures of her like in the background, just standing there awkwardly while all her teammates are getting like
sipping a juice box.
Like,
Capri Suns, maybe.
Yeah, Capri Suns.
Which we still got some youngins on the team who are not of legal age to drink, but she's more in the forefront of that picture with the goggles on instead of like in the background, like.
Yeah,
and that's why they try and get on European teams if they can, so they can legally drink.
Yeah. Germany, baby, 14 years old. Let's go.
Yeah. What are you, 39? No. Hot Fuzz, shout out.
But we're excited about this win. So Tvshka, I know that you watched it because you weren't able to watch the Oscars. So
yeah, well, I was going to try to dual monitor it, and only wanted to see one part of the Oscars, and it turned out to be the worst part. So it's rigged, it's whatever. But no, that's neither here nor there. Yeah, no, watching the game was great. I think it messaged you kind of during it. Brazil is a beast. I mean, for us to come away with a win was huge. I mean, we definitely deserved it. But, dude, Brazil's so good. Like, defensively, they were doing, like, behind-the-back roundhouse kicks to stop the ball. And that was like the defenders. And it's like, holy shit. Like, when you have defenders like that, of course we only scored 1 point. And, and it had to be, kind of like a tricky header. But the U.S. women, phenomenal footwork. There's a sequence that I actually wish now that I time-stamped and helped you in kind of prepping for this and actually played that. But each player, it seemed like they touched it and just phenomenal footwork of, working around the defender and then just getting almost what seemed like a trick pass. And then, and even like a trick reception, from chest or kind of shouldering it into, a knee. I mean, it was just like, it looked like schoolyard ball. And so it was exciting to watch, so that was really cool. So thank you for, getting this on a radar and, giving a Sunday night a little bit of action.
And we almost got a second goal there. She was offside, but like just slightly. Lynn Williams with the second goal and that was a nice finish there, which that's one of the things about the U.S. as of late is, can we finish our chances? Because we'll get those chances. And every team gets those chances, but it's one of those, can you finish? Because that's what's good. Because you're not winning unless you get the ball in the back of the net. And seeing the finishing there by Lynn Williams, I was like, okay, I'm having some confidence in our girls that going forward, when we do get that one chance, like Lindsay Horan heading the ball, we're going to capitalize on that chance. Josh, did you watch the match? Your thoughts on it?
I did not, but I did catch the highlights, and what I can see is I was surprised at how well we defended this Brazilian team for what we did to hold them to what we did, because of the highlights that I saw of the Brazilian team, I mean, they look like a Brazilian team even without Marta. Just very fluid, they knew where each other were on the pitch. And how they dismantled pretty much every opponent that they kind of went up to. It just seemed that they were in control. Whereas this one, and especially, I know it took us a little bit, and I think Canada was probably the second best team, kind of looking back at it. and I know it was terrible conditions that we played Canada on.
Low key, Canada was the best team. Low key.
I'll take a torrential downpour to win. I don't care. Scoreboard. We're the best team.
Hey, winning is winning.
Well, no matter if we win, but like Dominic, Vin Diesel once said.
Yeah, that's
Dominic Toretto. That's what I meant. I almost said Dominic Mysterio. Shout out to WWE. But no matter if we win by an inch or a mile, winning's winning. Like it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I do think Canada, from the accolades that you just showed us, probably had the better team. But at the end of the day, it's 11 on 11, not a couple of people that are just better than the other 9, right? So Messi hasn't won everything. He's won a lot, right? He's won a lot, but I don't think anyone on Canadian's team is Messi level in the female department. If you can tell me differently, I will sit here and
no.
Okay, that's just kind of what I'm putting out there. Is some coaching matters, and Emma Hayes so has.
Well, Emma Hayes is not here
right, that's
yet.
what I'm saying. She has a lot of pressure because this is really good momentum going into, I think, the Olympics, right?
Yes.
So that's the next one on our docket, right? It's a big tournament. So
she believes is before Olympics, but yeah, our next major tournament is Olympics.
Yeah. So, but yeah, long story short, yes, I did not watch the game last night, but going into it, I was very nervous because of how good Brazil ended up being.
Well, remember what I said in our last thing when you were asking my thoughts? I said, I feel the U.S. is going to win because defense wins championships and we have a better defense than Brazil. I said Brazil's defense hasn't been tested this whole tournament. Ours has, and I believe in Alyssa Nair this tournament, and I believe in Naomi Girma. And Naomi Girma is a beast in our back line. And a lot of times when you're a defender, you don't get as much of the accolades because you're not the one scoring goals. But her just being there in the back, she's one of our best players. And I'm so excited that her age is so young that she will be with us for a while.
Right.
But one thing that learning through this tournament is the U.S. can still win. We're not going to win pretty. And I know that a lot of fans, we want to watch that beautiful soccer. We want to watch that Man City, that Barcelona, like the Spanish national team on the men and women's side. It's such beautiful soccer where like you're just one touch pass, goal. Like it's beautiful. But at the end of the day, I want to win. It doesn't matter if it's pretty. I want to win. And sometimes we're not going to play pretty, but we're the U.S. and we're going to grind it out and we're going to get that W. And that's kind of our mentality on the U.S. side. We've seen it with the men too, like more so where they've had to grind out so much to get a tie or when we weren't as good as we were in the world. Like back when Mexico was top of our region and we were grinding out games, defending for our lives, and Tim Howard was standing on his head in goal. But now we're seeing a little bit more with the people catching up on the women's side, that we're going to have to grind out our wins too on the women's side. And it's not going to be pretty, but we're going to do it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, piggyback on that, and also bringing up Tvshka's Chiefs, because this last season, typically you think Chiefs can go out there, score 1 billion points, no one can catch up to them. They didn't. They pretty much they did what they had to do, and that's a championship team. The team gives you their best punch, your opposition gives you your best punch, and then you make adjustments and you figure out what happens, and you let the game come to you. And then you go out there and execute. And that's a championship caliber team. It sucks that as a Cowboys fan, we can never do that since 1995. But that that is why this game, watching the highlights and reading some articles, I did read some articles. Reading some articles did make me excited for the state of U.S. women's soccer going forward, especially with what you told me and what the videos I watched from our new coach.
Yeah. I'm excited for Emma Hayes to be here. I'm excited to see who she picks for the Olympics, because that's an 18-man roster. It's not the normal 23, so you have to whittle it down even more. And it's going to be interesting to see who gets chosen to go. And I'm just excited for her because of everything that she's done with Chelsea and her just mentality. And the fact, too, her press conferences with Chelsea lately have been hilarious, and I'm here for that. I'm here for a funny press conference. That's one of the reasons why I love Mike McDaniels.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. So
the high genius is what I call him. That's cool. Anyway, we're gonna run a vert. It's gonna work. All right, cool. Thanks, Mike.
But one of the things too, they were asking her a question about, and she just started to go on a long diatribe about Star Wars and defeating the the Empire. And I'm like, okay, I'm here for this, because she basically was like, I don't want to answer your stupid question, so I'm just gonna start talking about Star Wars.
Oh, dude. Okay, yeah, we gotta find the tape on that one. Yeah. It sounds like Belichick, but now kind of going back to you talk about pretty soccer. I would rather have gritty over pretty any day, and these girls got a ton of grit, and they showed that in each of the games. Definitely you saw a lot more on display against Canada in the monsoon, but then also with this one, you talked about our defense being great. Really, our offense was some of the best defense because it seemed like we were on the attack a little bit more. We didn't have as many shots total, but we had more shots on goal, and 15 fouls, right? So we had 15-8 as far as Brazil's, and so Alex Morgan a couple of yellow cards, but yeah. So I mean, we're gritty, man, and I'm here for
bullshit. She does no wrong.
Oh, sure.
What was it? Yeah, one thing that. And you can see this in the game is when we were pressing Brazil, we were showing that heavy press towards them. That was when we were destabilizing their defense. And in turn, when they were pressing us, that was also happening to us. So we need to learn how to not have a press destabilize us. But doing that to other teams is a good thing. And it, like I said before, Brazil's defense wasn't really pushed until this game. Especially in their last game, they were playing for most of the time 10 men with Mexico because Mexico got a red card. So it's pretty much like, let's just go out and have fun and shoot, score. Like, we're going to have the ball most of the time because Mexico's going to try to defend for their lives because they went down to 10 men. So this was a good test for Brazil. I think Brazil's going to get better because of this game as well, which is another great thing. Anytime teams are getting better and then we get to compete against the best, that's what I want for our girls. Is I want our girls to be tested against the best competition and still end up on top.
It's sharpening iron.
Exactly. And that's why I'm excited that Mexico is getting better in our region. And on the men's side, I'm excited that Jamaica is coming back up in our region. So just having CONCACAF teams getting better, having CONMEBOL teams getting better, just having teams in general getting better on both the men's and women's side, that's exciting. And that means that we're going to have better competition, better games. And because sometimes a blowout can be fun, but sometimes you want to see that grit. You want to see how much it means. You want to see a battle, yeah.
Well, I mean, all three of these games showed us different types of games to where our girls still adapted to it and came out the victor. I mean, if that doesn't make you excited going forward, and 2 of them I think are a top 10, much less Canada is a top 5 team in the world. Brazil, I think they're top 10. I don't think they're top 5, but they could be. I haven't looked at any of them. Mexico, you were thought coming into was a top 5 team, didn't you? So,
They were scrappy.
I mean, over Sweden and Germany.
Mexico's ranked way lower than that. But in CONCACAF, Mexico being better is a good thing. But yeah,
Right,
I think
without Europe involved.
without you,
Yeah, that's why I brought up Sweden, because Sweden and Germany are always solid.
For example, right now in the world, Spain is ranked number 1.
Okay.
They won the World Cup. We are ranked number 2 by the FIFA rankings. Canada is ranked number 10. Brazil is ranked number 11. And we go down. Mexico is ranked 35th. Costa Rica is ranked 43rd in this tournament. So yeah, basically the top 10 teams in the world, if you go by FIFA ranking, is basically us and Canada.
Okay.
Us at rank number 2, Canada number 10. And Brazil just outside of the top 10 being ranked number 11.
I was trying to put more prestige on the opponents we beat, but still, we're still trying
That's why it was so important. Like Mexico beating us, they're ranked 35th,
Right.
and we're ranked number 2.
Yeah.
Formerly ranked number 1 until this last World Cup.
But yeah, it was good, especially come off the World Cup, which was it was definitely underwhelming compared to what we're used to. So this was good to see us getting back to form. As far as being I know it wasn't super dominant, but that's like you said, the world, anytime like the world's caught up to the men's basketball, the world's going to catch up to the women's soccer. So just because they're like, all right, well, they can do it. It's going to create motivation. It's going to create the game. It's going to grow the game. Just what the Dream Team did, what the U.S. women have done for the World Cup in general for women's side of soccer. I wish it was different compared to what the men's does, but that's neither nor there. Call a spade a spade. The women's have grown the game.
For a fun little game here, you guys already know number 1, number 2, and number 10 of the top 10. Shout out a country.
Japan,
number 8.
I know. I'm looking at the list.
Oh, damn.
No, I've
been looking at the list the whole time.
Okay, so Tvshka's not playing. Josh.
You can see me looking at the list.
Here we go. Crack the neck. Try not to get my bladder up. Here we go.
All right. Sweden, no. Oh wait, yes,
Yeah,
5. Number 5.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Germany
is number 6.
Okay. China.
Nope.
No.
Okay. Didn't think so. Just throwing it out there. England
number 4.
Okay. I've gotten 1 through 6 correct.
You got 1,
Yeah,
2, 4,
6, yeah.
5, 6.
So I have 3. I don't have 3 yet.
I thought you already gave me the top 3.
Yeah, you got no.
Canada's
so
3. No, Canada's 10. Canada's 10.
Canada's 10. So you're missing number 3, and you're missing number 7, number 9.
Netherlands
is number 7.
Okay.
So 3 and 9.
You won't get this one. You may get 3. You won't get 9.
Is it an African nation?
No.
I don't know.
Okay.
Are you going to try to read the really tiny text of me looking at the list? or souls?
No.
Because I can see the flags from here.
Is it Norway or some shit like that? Like, is it some weird England?
No.
I mean, they're weird as shit.
European?
Okay, I will say one of them's European and one of them's Asian.
Yep. One's a little stinky.
Oh, damn Mongolians? No. A little stinky? Really?
Guess it then.
France?
France is number 3.
We do not like to shave, but we got like stinky cheese.
That's sad that of all the things, he said stinky, and I thought of France because
yeah.
Okay, number 9.
What was France? 3.
France is 3. So
Okay. And this is Asian. Okay.
Yes.
How far east are we going?
Yeah, I'm not giving you
Russia?
that. You've already picked
45 kilometers? I don't
Russia's
know.
part of Europe.
Well, it's also
And,
part of
and Asia too. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's part of the
Yeah.
European Confederation.
Yeah, it is. It's
All
its
right,
own.
fine. But I was right at the same time I was wrong.
Yeah, it's definitely not Russia. So go a little south.
No, it's not India.
No, it is not India.
It's a country that's been on the rise in nearly everything.
South Korea.
Yes.
But which Korea did you say?
South.
No, it's north.
Is it North Korea?
It's north. Yeah.
Oh wow! No, he paid for that ranking.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. He paid for that ranking.
Yeah. And in Wikipedia, it's like new right next to it.
Well, here it says Korea DPR.
No.
Yeah, and he paid for that Wikipedia page.
Well, on the FIFA.com ranking, yeah, it says Korea DPR.
Right. Okay. Makes me feel a little bit better. But I did pretty well of you all not giving me hints.
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
good, man.
Well, you basically just have to name like a bunch of like the men's side and then just guess. But I know Sweden's really freaking good. The Netherlands have always been really prevalent. Yeah. I mean, they got to the finals a couple of times in the World Cup. They lost to Spain that one year. Italy, I'm surprised not.
That Netherlands lost to us.
Mm-hmm.
What, 3 years ago or
2019?
And Germany's always been solid. Japan, Tvshka always alluded to, even though he had it right in front of him, has always been solid. I'm surprised China. That was a Brandy Chastain goal game.
Yeah, China was better in the past. In the 90s, the Chinese women's team.
Yeah. So, and then surprised. I was like, France. As soon as he said stinky, I was surprised. Like, oh yeah, France. Duh.
Sorry, France.
I'm sorry. I've met
like
so many French
love.
people, and they love to smell their own farts. So go off. I don't care.
You don't like your fart smells?
I no.
It's good. It's very nice. It's very nice.
No, they love the fact that they love themselves. I will put that way.
Well, any final thoughts from either you, Josh, or Tvshka?
We're winning it all. Everything. Shout out Alex Morgan. Thank you for everything you contributed to the women's game.
Yeah, all the Cubs. Shout out to the referees actually in the finals match. I mean, even though we had quite a bit of penalties or fouls, Melissa either Borjas, not exactly sure on the pronunciation, but she did a great job of being stern, but also communicating with the players. It was something that you saw time and time again because there was 20 plus occurrences, but yeah, it's like you could tell it wasn't like just being an ass like some refs are. They just get a little power hungry. Yes, you are calling it, but there's a certain way you treat people no matter what. And
you're not the star of the show.
Yeah. But I mean, this one, it wasn't like she was yelling at people and being an ass. She just asserted dominance and got in face. Like, look, this is what we're doing, and like would communicate. And like, there was even, I think they may have went to commercial break or something, or it may have been live, but it was like, it felt like 2 or 3 minutes. They were actually just talking. And it was like, hey, this is what we're seeing. This is what's going on. I would love to hear mic'd up on that shit, by the way. But yeah. And then also, shout out Josh, next week, we're going to be transitioning to the NCAA and to March Madness. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. And shout out to Jeremy Miller on the Discord, who had the good idea of actually doing a little bit of a bracket or a pick 'em for the Oscars. So unfortunately, we didn't get that in time or think of it in time really to actually kind of get a show put together. But hey, next year. And honestly, I mean, I feel like bracket bitches, man, we got legs. All the sports, all the pick'ems, everything, man. Let's go. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Spider.
And
Spider.
I almost forgot to show our brackets here just real quick.
Oh, the collusion?
What?
The collusion?
Oh no, what happened with these?
The wrong one?
Dude, you literally have seen all the receipts.
You
saw the text messages. You've even seen the video of you telling me to change my pick. So suck it, Josh.
Here's Tvshka with the perfect bracket.
Misspelled.
I was joking.
I said
she said beforehand.
What I said last week is still stands. I said if you get to change your bracket, you're gonna have a misspelled name. It was literally by accident.
Oh, I didn't hear that part of the show. So.
I'm just glad every time I have a chance to win a bracket, some tomfoolery of either Tvshka is able to change his pick, or I forget to put a tiebreaker because I didn't realize it existed in the Oscars thing. So
Right. Yeah, it's our fault.
I won that one.
Yeah, I'm blaming everyone else. Okay, for once in my life, I'm going to blame someone else.
for once in your life.
That I only got one wrong here. I believe too much in Mexico, and the person who got it the most wrong.
Yeah, suck it.
Woo! And there's no Jets to run it back this time, so suck it.
Yeah, seriously, keep sucking it.
You win against the U.S.
Yeah, dude, why? Why are you communist?
That's how they do it there.
Do you not like freedom? Do you not enjoy it? No, shout out Jason. He's a fellow veteran.
Yeah.
Served in Air Force,
Navy.
Yeah,
my
Aaron
brother
was
served in the Air Force. That's probably where.
Oh, no, Aaron was maybe Aaron was.
Yeah, we got several veterans part of our community. So if you're a veteran and you like what we're doing here in our tomfoolery, join us in the Discord. We'll have a link to it down below.
That's right. Get some military channels going. Let's do it.
Here's the points. Tvshka with 22 points.
Yes.
Josh with 20. Me with 18. And Jason with 12.
Yeah, I just got to say, it feels so good to have a perfect bracket. I needed this win. It's kind of been a rough month, especially following fantasy season. Good God. So it was good. I had a little bit of fantasy PTSD whenever I saw Sophia Smith go down. So shout out to her and thoughts and prayers. Hopefully it's not Achilles, because good God, how many Achilles are we going to lose in 1 year in sports? But yeah, that's my speech. Just for you, Josh. Just for you.
And
congratulations.
Before we go out, we have She Believes Cup next.
Hey.
U.S. versus Japan and U.S. versus South Korea. Thoughts?
Not North Korea.
Not North Korea, South Korea.
And this is the first. Is this the first matches that Emma Hayes has coached? So we get to see.
Emma Hayes is probably. Oh wait, no. It's just U.S. versus Japan. Sorry, U.S. versus South Korea will be the first. Not part of She Believes Cup. Will be the first time Emma Hayes coaches right before the Olympics. We have 2 friendlies against South Korea in June.
It depends on which teams show up, because at this point they're because Emma Hayes hadn't take over, so they might USA just might be going all out. Like the coach would be like, all right, who wants to play? Let's do this. Let's just beat the crap out of them. Japan's like, let's do a warm up, kind of like a friendly thing, even though it's not a friendly. So, and a lot of times, a lot of these
there's a trophy on the line.
I'm aware, but in soccer. Okay, it's the dumbest thing that it comes to soccer is like if it's not a World Cup or an Olympic or even Olympics, certain teams are like, well, it's not our best team because this guy's got this girl or this guy's got to play in this thing. Which in women's it's different because they don't get paid like the men do. But you see that all the damn time. We're just like, well, even in this one, like certain players didn't play, even in CONCACAF. Now they could have been hurt and stuff like that, but you still saw those players, not all Alex Morgan, as much as I love her, she wasn't supposed to be in the starting lineup, as you told me before.
She wasn't even part of the squad until Mia Fischel got hurt.
Right. So it was hurt. Okay. That's what I wanted to hear again. Just the reassurance on that that USA still feels the best team that they can. And I would think Japan would do the same. So if that happens, I think it's a 1-0 to 1-0 match, or it goes into extra time, and we might end up in a tie. Honestly, I want a U.S. to win, but with us still filling our squad out, plus a new regime coming in, who knows?
Yeah, and she believes this time we're only playing one match instead of playing 3. So we're playing Japan, Canada is playing Brazil, and I guess like the best point total from that, like the best, like whoever scores the most or whatever will win the She Believes Cup. But if we take Saucy Sonnet with us, she's a 6-time She Believes Cup winner, and
Dude, come on, let's go.
And
She believes goat right there. Holy crap.
And what you can't tell really that much from this picture is that it's basically the Thanos glove with like the 6 and like gems for her 6 She Believes.
Nice. Winning's fun, isn't it?
Oh, it's so good. Yep.
Especially
everyone last
fan.
year. USA, yeah. Well, the USA won last year.
Yeah, no.
Japan didn't score any points until they played Canada. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited for us to just have another chance to play Canada and/or Brazil after we whoop the shit out of Japan.
Oh wait! So it is a semifinals, then a finals. Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, I don't know if it's just going to be 2 matches. It's not. It's a semifinal, and then we play the winner of. If we beat Japan, which we will, I'm just speaking it out into existence.
Yeah,
we're manifesting it. We will play the winner of Canada versus Brazil. So we might have a rematch. Yeah, either side.
Yeah. I'm actually honestly, I'm looking forward more to seeing the Canada Brazil match just because I actually watched them recently. So I'm interested to see how those two go against each other.
How anti-American of you.
Be a dogfight.
I mean, I expect us to win against Japan. I just want to see the other 2 match up. It's not anti-American when I'm still pro-American. I love sports. Is that a hard thing to say?
Football, soccer, sports.
Round ball, kicks by people. I want to win.
Yes, dude. I love sports, and I don't care who knows.
Yeah.
Y'all check it out. Lonely Island. Absolutely great. I'm going to actually get off here and watch that.
Tvshka, where can the people find us?
Nowhere. Don't leave us alone. No, they can find us at everything Ruckus EV. Definitely find us in the Discord, for real. Discord's popping off. Man, we're getting some of the old crew back. It's a lot of fun. It's been too many late nights, definitely for me. My sleep schedule has been absolutely wrecked, thanks to the community. That's me just displacing responsibility. But yeah, Ruckus EV at everything. Discord is in the link below. You can actually help support the channel as well. Luckily, I got supporters here locally that actually got me a cam link and that let me use. So I'm able to use the GoPro now. I don't have to do the stupid freaking hybrid theory of cell phone and
good
microphone.
album though.
Oh, such a great album. RP Chester. But then you can also join the Patreon at patreon.com/RuckusEV. You can give at streamlabs.com/RuckusEV /tip. But really, if you don't put a tip, it's going to get there. But you can put just the tip. It's all right. That's all I got.
Just see how it feels.
Just see how it feels.
Any final thoughts or anything
anything to clean up from my mess?
No. Join us on Game Dudes and Ruckus Wrestling and bracket random bracket battles. Those shows are awesome. They're fun to come join. Tell us how bad we are. Tell us how great we are, and tell us anything else you want to do. Because anytime you put input into into our shows, the better our shows are, the more enjoyment we have doing them.
Yep.
And we love your all's input because it makes us better.
Dude, we got Trailer Park Trivia.
That too.
Do we want to do a St. Patty's gift and just drop the first episode next Sunday?
I would love that.
Do it.
Let's do it, man. St. Patty's Day. Check it out. Yeah. Wear your green and watch your crotch.
Make sure to check that out, and we'll see you guys next time.
Later, y'all.
Josh, any final words?
Go USA.
Go USA.